have great ideas, you can have great products, but they need to be manufacturable and they need to be efficient in manufacture. So actually that side of it, I think it's just that plastic is the worst thing in the world and that, should just be completely cancelled. It's a much more complex topic than that. And there's so many great things about plastic materials. And yes, we need to be responsible.
Felicity Boyce is a materials scientist who has spent her career building physical products in impact protection. She works at KOROYD, based in Monaco.
At KOROYD, we have over 15 years of innovation advancing protective solutions across head protection, body protection and hand protection. The origins of KOROYD came after an aviation disaster in the UK in the 1980s. In the interest of improving passenger safety, following this accident, studies were set out to try to understand the most efficient impact energy absorption structures for aviation applications.
Felicity is now building her first full R&D team from the inside of a company that is mid-integration and moving into a new facility. This conversation is very much in the middle of that. Most material scientists who are getting more responsibility each year at a growing company would stay put. Felicity left D3O voluntarily, not because of redundancy, not because of a better offer elsewhere, because she was worried about getting too deep into one niche before she had really tested herself elsewhere. She walked away from the upward curve deliberately. What she built next, from rented lab space in Brighton during lockdown, for a company in Monaco that she'd never visited, and a €40 million acquisition.
There were some issues we were having with some particular testing, and instead of us having to go to an external test lab, which could take weeks for us to get a testing slot, for example, or have to travel elsewhere, they just sent us their test equipment and we can be cracking on with solving those problems straight away.
But there's a question underneath all of this that does not go away. Does Monaco represent the sustainable path, or did you have to compromise to get there?
Yeah, it's definitely something I think from some of my previous roles. I've been working in product development of consumer goods, spending a lot of time in factories, for example, in China, producing a lot of plastic-based components. And with obviously the evolving world and what we now know about waste materials and the reliance on fossil fuel materials.
This episode is about what it actually takes to build a materials career in physical products. The version without the polish, where you walk away from the good job, where you spend a year studying Nappy recycling in Brighton, where you formulate materials alone from a rented lab for a company you've never set foot in. None of it looked like the plan at the time, all of it mattered.
That it's okay not to know what the future holds and where the path's going, but as long as you've got, a good support network, whether that's kind of personal, professional, or you're feeling well supported, then you don't need to necessarily know exactly what's happening next. You can just go with the flow and you definitely will find your way.
This is Why Design.